St. Rose won the meeting between these two teams earlier this year, 1-0, as we are underway in the Northeast 10 championship game. Final against St. Anselm as she sends it, and it's headed out by Laura Taylor, chipped right back in and off the post. I think Gursky was tracking that one, expecting it to go wide, and the wind blew it back towards the net and nearly in for the goal. One against Franklin Pierce, one against New Haven. She sends this one in. It's in the air, and Bond heads it off the post. So both teams have posted early in this game. Arno sends it in, loose in the box, and Whitney comes up and takes it away. Goldstein wanting her to be offside, passes for Bond. Bond, top left, strikes right foot, and the save made by Whitney. On the right side, looking for Goldstein. She's able to get by Bond, serves it in, headed away, ball loose, and Bond will finally clear it away. Looking for Arno. Arno had the ball taken down in the box. They're going to stop the clock. And scores on the penalty kick, her 11th of the season, and it is 1-0 St. Rose in the 43rd minute. So we are at halftime with the score: St. Rose 1, Adelphi 0, and Ruben collide. Benjamin clears Ruben, crosses into the middle, tipped by Taylor, shot, score! Laura Taylor with her 4th goal of the season. Arno sends it in, punched out by Whitney. What a play by Whitney as Bond was creeping in from that far side. That's why she's the goalkeeper of the year in the conference. Good play in, headed out by Thompson. Jordan Thompson with a heck of a header to get it out of trouble. 10, 10 seconds left. 9, the countdown 8, is on. 7, and a foul 6, against Adelphi 5, 4, as the countdown 3, winds 2, its way through. 1. And the St. Rose Golden Knights, for the 6th time in the last 7 years, are the Northeast 10 Conference Tournament champions. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and now 2013. As Sydney Bond comes and joins us, Sydney scoring what amounts to the game-winning goal for today's contest, your 11th goal of the season. It had been a tight first half all the way throughout. You get to the point where you get the penalty kick. What are you thinking as you're getting set up for the PK?
I knew there was about 3 minutes left in the half, and I knew that we needed to get a goal just before the half went off. So I was just keep my mind focused. We've practiced this a lot in practice, just knew what I had to do.
For somebody who has been so big a part of the St. Rose program over the course of the last 4 years, what did playing in this game today mean after not making it last year?
This was a big deal this year because especially we didn't make it last year, and we knew that we just wanted to win because we won the regular season. We just wanted to win the tournament just to get on a good head start to go into NCAs. Again, it's not an easy road. We're just going to have to keep fighting, keep pushing through every game, just keep our heads on straight, and just know that we just have the mentality and the passion. We want to fight for it.
And then finally for you, as you look towards this, you're a senior now, you know that these are the last games coming up. What sort of a mindset do you take into each game as you play in the NCAAs this year?
That we just have to give it our all, and there's no looking back. We just have to keep fighting for it and just go out and give it our all.
Well, Sydney, thank you very much, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
That's St. Rose senior midfielder Sydney Bond, and now we welcome in St. Rose head coach Lori Darling-Gathiel. And Lori, you had to sit at home and watch this one last year. You come back and win it this year. What does it mean winning this year?
Well, I think for this group of girls, with all the adversity that we've faced, it's a tremendous accomplishment. We've lost a lot of players to season-ending injuries this year. We've also had a few kids get nicked up at different times throughout the season, and it was a tremendous effort for the rest of the kids to step up and carry on to enable us to get to this point. So, very happy.
And what does that really say about the depth of your roster overall, that you can lose a player of the stature of a Carmelina Popolo or an Amanda Vasquez or a Gianna Smith? A lot of teams would have trouble overcoming one of those losses. You overcome all three and still win the tournament championship.
Well, for us, it's always about moving forward and looking forward, and you've got to have the mentality that you can adapt and adjust and have confidence in the whole team so that other kids can step forward and perform. And I think we've gotten a lot out of players coming off this year. Megan Arno in the last 3 weeks has stepped up and been incredible, and that's the type of mentality that we collectively really encourage our kids to have, to always be prepared, to always be ready, so that at any given day it can be someone else that can step up and take care of putting the goal in the back of the net. That's what it is to be a part of this program.
And then finally, you talk about moving forward, taking the next step. The next step now with the NCAA tournament. How do you prepare for next Sunday?
Well, we have to first find out who our opponent's going to be, and that will come out Monday night with who's in our bracket. And so we'll have to prepare for both teams that will be functioning on Friday. Our hope is that we'll be home for the first round and the second round. And the NCAAs is a very special time. Every single game is challenging and demanding, and we understand that we'll have to be incredibly prepared, and our players will have to mentally be ready to give it their best, and that's what it's going to take to win, and it's one game at a time.
St. Rose head coach Lori Dardon-Gathiel, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
And something that has become a tradition at St. Rose that I think you're getting to see right now, come across with the banner and let the fans who have sat out here on this brisk November afternoon have their opportunity to celebrate.